Welcome to a brand new season of Transport Fever 2, guys. And luckily, there's a new update that came out on the 9th. So that is fantastic. That was not planned, but I'll take it. So what's happened? An impressive total of 85 vehicles has been completely redesigned with great attention to detail. The rendering of transparent surfaces has been improved for all vehicles in order to enjoy an even better undistorted view while driving. Additionally, there is now full controller support and a new user interface, which we're going to have to get used to, I guess. I don't use controllers, so it doesn't really matter to me that much. Wider range of supported languages, again, that doesn't really matter to me, but it may to you. So the languages has been expanded with Italian, Korean, and Brazilian Portuguese. There's also shorter loading times and optimized memory usage, which is great. So the size of the save games is now significantly reduced, loading times are noticeably shorter, and several other optimizations and improvements to memory usage and performance are now integrated into the game. Very nice. Also, many other improvements. We won't get into detail on that, but there's also a new deluxe edition which adds a bit of content. For instance, animals running around, some new vehicles. So some new animals running around. There were already animals running around, but now there are more. So that's very cool, and I, of course, have bought the deluxe edition upgrade. So very cool, very, very cool. I am looking forward to that. So what are we going to do with Transport Fever 2? Well, to begin, we are going to create a new map. So yeah, that is one of the things that we're going to do. Before we do that, though, let's just take a look. If we do a map with medium towns on a large size map and very high industry, how many towns do we actually get? And how many industry? So 12 towns and 164 industries. That sounds good to me. How about if we do low number of towns? How many do we get then? Let's see. 8 towns. I think we'll go with medium. Alright, so map editor. Large, 1 seed is fine. All this is fine. We'll go to settings. We will have no costs enabled for the map creation. We will have Industry Tycoon 2 activated, Industry Expanded, and Industry Assets. We don't really need that, but that's fine. We do want, I think I want temperate climate and USA. Yeah. Or do we go tropical? I still want USA vehicles, but we haven't played on a tropical map. So let's go with a tropical map. I actually want to see, before we then do this, do we get 12 towns on a tropical map as well? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. So map editor, tropical, USA. I know that the US isn't tropical, but we'll go with tropical USA. A large map format of 1 by 1. Map seed doesn't matter. So, and the settings. Oh, we need to put those on custom because we need to have these on tropical, American, tropical, and difficulty medium, which is fine by me. Everything else we will leave as no. We'll all of these. We will set those to 200%. That's a 0%, that's a 0%. And emission to 100%. So because the reason I'm setting these like this is because I want to see how big we can actually get a town in Transport Fever 2. I don't know if another YouTuber has already done that. There's probably someone who has. But I want to see how big we can get, or I can get, a town in Transport Fever 2 and possibly see what is the actual max size of a town. So we will turn emission down to 0%. We don't want anything disturbing getting our towns to full size. So that's what we'll do, and we will start. Let's do this. Let's see how much faster this loading time has become. It'll be interesting. But yeah, if you enjoy Transport Fever 2, if you enjoy the video, it would be awesome if you would hit the like button, leave a comment. Comments really help out the channel. I love getting comments, and I reply to most of them. And I read all of them. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hitting that subscribe button would be greatly appreciated as well. Okay, so here's our map. And to begin with, we need to get some terrain going. So let's just see. Let's try Gamer. See what that seed will get us. I think I want. That's probably fine. Just leave it as is. I think that's okay. All right, let's generate that. That'll take a little while. Not that long. That was actually a lot faster than I expected. I've been playing around with it a little bit. Just to see. That looks pretty good. Now, we want 12 towns on this map, but I don't want the game to place them on its own, because then they'll be placed in not where I want them. Well, what we can do is we can place a town on our own, and we want it to be huge, and we want it to be right in the middle of the map, I think. More or less. So here on this lake maybe, or over here. I think over here on this coastline. Let's put it on the coastline. Right there. Okay. So we have San Francisco. And then we can possibly generate the 11 other towns. Can I do 11? Right, then 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, what if we do 12? Alright, so we say keep existing towns no, and it actually wants to place a town where I wanted to have a central town. It could be either this one or this one. Alright, let's try and generate that. And see, I don't actually know if we can change if it's huge or what it is, because I obviously want, for instance, torrents here. See, so yeah, not 900, 800 is the max size we can make a town. So if we take a look at the overview here, now has 221 residents, and the target population is actually 933. But if we set all of this up, so yeah, 933. And I want our towns to be quite big. Certainly our goal town, you might say. But which one is the goal town going to be? Torrance or Alexandria? Torrance is more central. And we can always dig a canal like here so that we can get ships in. So I think Torrance is going to be our main town. 800, 800, 800. So that's going to be the biggest town. I want all of them to be quite big though, but not that big. So I think the other towns will do 400, 400, and 400. So right now this is 190, going down to 161. So if we set that up to 400, 400, and 400, now it wants to go up to 467. And of course, as we get the destinations going, we get stuff supplied to the town, so on, they will grow. So let's do 400, 400, and 400. And there. And I think I'll just go around and do this for every single town. Because there's no point in you go away. In you sitting here watching me writing 400 that many times. So I'll be right back. Okay. All of the towns are set to 400 except for Torrance, which is set to 800. So yeah. And by default, the game, if you when the game makes a huge town, the max number it'll do is 200. So we're quadrupling the number here to 800. So yeah. We're going to make Torrance big, but we're not going to call it Torrance. We are going to call it Central City. And Central City is our goal to grow. Now, for industries, we need to add some industries. And we want as many as possible because we need to get a bunch of industries going for Central City to grow. Of course, some of the other towns will get stuff as well, but the main thing is Central City needs to be completely saturated with the goods that it needs always. And if this isn't enough industries, or if there's not enough variety in industries, or if we can't produce enough of some of the goods that are needed for Central City to grow, then I do have a mod added so that I can add industries in the game. It'll cost a little bit of money, but that's fine. So let's generate these industries, and they will pop up on the map. There we go. And these industries are with the expanded industry mod. So you can see we have alcohol distilleries and stuff like that. I don't know that I want this to be that close to Central City. So we can bulldoze that and just build a new one somewhere. So we'll destroy that, and we'll destroy that, I think, and that. Don't want industries that close to there. And then we can just put them in. So it was a cattle ranch. Let's put that down here, and we'll bulldoze this road, and this road. It was one of these, wasn't it? Or was it? No, it was one of these. Whoops. We'll stick that. Let's see, down here. Why not? And then it was a plastic factory. It was a regular plastic factory though, wasn't it? Which we can stick there. All right, so we have some more industries. Well, we have the industries that we removed from Central City's city limits, and that is all well and good. Now, what we want to do is generate some connections. So let's try and generate some connections. There we go. And oh, it did not generate connections to the other towns. So let's clear. Oh, we want default. All right. Generate that. Is that a really long bridge it's going to build there? I can't imagine it would. But we now have our street connections, and Alexandria is connected to Central City. Central City is somehow connected to Kansas City by a big route around, and where there's a little bridge there going up to Pittsburgh. We have roads coming out that way. Mesa isn't connected to anything, but we can fix that with a bridge here. Savannah is somehow connected to Jersey City. It's all looking good. And so is Orlando, I guess. Or no. Well, yeah, going up that way, but that's fine. We have a little bridge there going over to Reno. All right, I'm happy with this. We can always make our own connections later. And this is all well and good. So this is the map that we will be playing on in our new Mega City series of Transport Fever 2. So this first video was just a little, you might say, introduction and showcase of how I made the map, and info on what the season will be all about. And the season will continue on Tuesday. So Transport Fever 2 will be coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And this is the first little map building episode of the series. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.